If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification.
Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in advanced level where you are solving previous year IIT JEE questions. So today we will be solving question number 6, 7a, 7b and then 7c. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, now if you come to 6, the hyperbola passes through the focus of the ellipse, this one. So you have to find the focus of this ellipse through which, and if the hyperbola passes through the focus of ellipse and its transverse and conjugate axis coincides but lengths are not equal. They coincide, the same axis is the transverse and coin is the major axis. The transverse, so your hyperbola will be also this, your ellipse will be also this. So this is the major axis, this is the transverse, not lengths are equal, but they have given this passes through the ellipse of this one. So this is the focus through which the hyperbola is passing. Okay, then the product of their eccentricity is also given. So lots of things are given, you can easily find it out. So you can find this out point. This point is nothing but your, this is your hyperbola, so it is this is ellipse, the hyperbola. So this is the vertex of the hyperbola and this is the ellipse. So you can find this focus of the ellipse AE. So A is here 5. So this E you can easily calculate, E square equal to under root 1 minus B square by A square. You have calculated. So A is equal to 3, 0. So this point you got it. One is minus 3, 0, one is 3, 0. So you can find the equation of hyperbola whose X is given, A is given 3, you don't know B. So you can find the eccentricity of this one. Both this product is 1. So you can also calculate the eccentricity. This eccentricity of this hyperbola and the eccentricity of this one is all equal to 1. So from that you find E dash, and B square is equal to A square into this one. Or you can calculate this one. This is equal to under root 1 plus B square by A square. So from here you can calculate B. You put it there B, you will be getting this is your equation of the hyperbola. But what they are asking, this is multiple correct. Equation of hyperbola A is also correct. Next is the focus of the hyperbola. So you calculate the focus of hyperbola. This focus is AE, 0. A is here 3. AE is for this one is 5 by 3. So it is 5, 0. So that is your option C is also correct. One focus is at 5, Now if you come to 7, ABCD is a square of side 2 units. ABCD is a square of side 2 units. C2 is the circle through the vertex ABCD. This is your CT outside circle. C1 is circle touching inside. That is inside one is C1. L is a line through A. There is a line through L, A. So in the first question, P is a point on C1. Anywhere you can take in the inside circle C1. Q is any point in the outer circle C1. Then this is equal to. Now this is equal to, they have given a value. Value means it will be true for all P and Q. Whatever P, Q you take. Anywhere you can take P, C. Anywhere you can take Q. So for all this, it should be equal to true because it is general statement. It is not proving with something variable because it's fixed. That means any P or Q, it should be always same. So for that, we go by general approach. That is our very good approach for general type of questions. You can take anywhere P, Q. So we will take which one is comfortable for us. So we will take P, this point. This point is very comfortable because it was of 2 length. So this distance is 2, 0. This distance will be 1, 0. From symmetry, you can say it will be the midpoint because this length should be equal. This length, all these are equal. You can see it here. And this is passing through 0, 0. You can already see because this coordinate I have taken at 0, 0. This is 2, 0. This is 2, 2. And this is 0, 2. 2 units on side. So Q I have taken here, P I have taken here. Now you can put it everywhere, anywhere. What is PA? PA is 1. What is PB? PB is also 1. What is PC? PC, this one. So you can find this one. This is 1. This is 2. So under root 2 square plus 1. What is PD? PD is also, this is 2. This is 1. What is QA? QA is 0. From this point to this point distance is 0 because you have taken Q here itself. QB. QB is 1. QC. QC is 2, 2. So 2, 2. And last is QD. QD is 2. So you put it there, you will find it is 0.75. That is your option A. So whenever there is a general type of approach, this is very easy. You take points or you take arbitrarily because they have given a free hand. You can take anywhere. Because it is general, it should be true for any value. So you choose a value which is easy for your calculation. So without proving also you can go by that way. Now what they are asking here is circle touches the line L. A circle, this L was the straight line passing through this A. So that's why this is L. So a circle which touches this L and this circle C1. C1 externally, and the circle C1 was the inside circle, this circle which touches. So you can find this locus also. So they are asking you to find the locus of the circle. So for locus you can also draw some circle which is satisfying this condition. So if you draw this one, you can see this is the locus of the circle which is something like of a parabola. So from here also you can feel it. Or if you want to draw it, here I have used some concept, but without that concept also you can use. This coordinate is, you can find it out, this coordinate will be equal to 1 1. From the symmetry you can see, and this point is 2 comma 0. Okay, so this point, this HK they have asked you to find. So this is your L, any line that passing through A, y equal to mx, or you can take any line. Suppose y equal to x, you can y equal to, it should be in this direction, that means in negative direction, so you can take y equal to minus x, y equal to minus 2x, or whatever, because it should be a or any line. They have told you to take any line, na? L is a line through L, so you can take any line, y is equal to x, y equal to mx, whatever, but I have taken in this way. You can take in this way, whatever, y equal to mx you can say. So line is given, so you can use that concept, this distance. So what will be this distance is r plus r1, and this distance is r. So you can apply this. I am showing you how you will do it, but I have used some shortcut, that also I will discuss. So this length, your PA is equal to r plus r1, and this r is the distance from that line. That line you have taken y equal to mx. L is y equal to mx, or y minus mx equal to 0, or mx minus y equal to 0. This m is given to you, not unknown. So it is h minus 1 whole square, it is k minus 1 whole square under root is equal to, what is r? R is the distance from this line to this point. So you put h comma k under root m square plus 1 plus r1. What is the r1? R1 is also, you can find it out. What will be the radius of this circle? This circle radius, because it is 2, so this radius is 1. So this is also 1. Now you can simplify this equation. Take whole square both side, you simplify this one, you will find it is the equation of parabola. Because once you can also not find it, it will be a second order general degree equation, it may come. So you can calculate delta also. So see whether delta is 0 or not. So from that you can find. Or what is the easiest way here? You see, this distance is always fixed, r plus r1, because it should touch externally. Now let us take this, suppose this is L, another line L dash which is parallel to L, and the distance of these two lines is r1. So what will be the distance from point to that line is also r plus r1. Because if P is here, this is r, then this will be r, because it should touch this line, and this distance is always fixed. I have taken the line at a distance r unit from this. So from P, this distance will be always r plus r1, and this should be always r plus. So P is a moving point whose distance from a fixed point and a line is always same. So it is parabola. The distance from a fixed point and a fixed line is always same. The ratio is 1, eccentricity is 1. So that's why it is, by seeing this one we can say it is parabola. Or you can solve this one also, that will also give you. You can, for simplicity, you can take m1, because they have told you for any value of m it should satisfy. So m equal to 1, your life will be little bit easy. You open it, you will get it. Now next, if you come to 7c, a line m through A is drawn. A line m through A is drawn, which is parallel to BD. BD was the diagonal ABCD. The points C, S moves such that its distance from the line, points S moves such that its distance from the line BD and the vertex A are equal. So a point is moving in this way, so that the length of this line and distance from this line and distance from this point is okay. Obviously it will be a parabola, because the point is moving such that distance from a line and a point is equal, that is eccentricity is 1. The locus of S cuts, meets M, this line M meets at T2, T3 and AC, and this line AC at T1. So find the area of the T1, T2, T3. Now you can see, obviously this will be a parabola, and this will be its focus, this will be its directrix, this will be its vertex. So you can draw a parabola. So this was your T1, T2, this is your T1, this is vertex, these two are T2, T3. So you can see this is your latus rectum, the line which is perpendicular to your axis. This is because this is its axis. So and this is its latus rectum. You can see this is your hyperbola, because this is your directrix, so this will be your axis, and this will be its focal chord ordinate that is perpendicular to its axis, double ordinate passing through focus. So obviously this is latus rectum. So you know this is A, then this is A comma 2A, this is A comma minus 2A. So what is the area of this triangle? They have asked you area of this triangle. The formula we know, half, this length is 4A, this height is A, which is 2A square. So once you know A, that is done. A is this length, and this length is half of this length, and this length is half of this length. So what is this length? This is 2, this is 2. So it is under root 2 square plus 2 square, that is 2 root 2, divided by 2 you will get this one, divided by 2 you will get this one, that is divided by 4. So if you do this one, that is written AT1 is A, this length is A we know, which is nothing but T10. So your AO is nothing but twice of that one, AC is which is nothing but twice of that one, that is 4A, and this length is under root 2 square plus 2 square. From there you got your A. Once you know A, then you can find area, put it there in the formula you have seen. The area of this triangle is this one in case of a parabola, because this was a parabola. So that's why this is the answer. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.